determined where we're heading. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, get your shit up, dude. I want plenty of time to eat. Alright, now I have to figure out how to get back up on that area again. I did it before. It can happen again. I think I did it before. How about down here? Paige is pretty determined, yes. No, okay, that wasn't it. How the hell did I get up there? Oh, wait. Super Hex. I don't know how I ever got to that point in the first place, but hey, fast travel. Hey, Strike, how you doing, bud? Gotcha. Different map with which was this location. I know, game. That's the other thing. We have to find that now. Ah, so much stuff. Climb, shake, climb.
Yeah, critical hit. What is up, everyone? Friday D&D hype. Dungeons and Dragons hype. Welcome to everyone. Hello. Welcome to another stream with the Arvanauts. What's up to everyone out there? And yes, welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. Hello. First of all, let me greet people who are here already. Hello to the Grows. Hello to Shazor. Hello to... let's see, this is the problem with my setup is I have my chat all over here. Then I have to move this over here. That's better. What's up, Magic? What's going on, Lithro? What's up, Crip? What's up, Flame Boy? I am glad that you already like the stream. That is good to hear. Dragonspear, what's up? What's going on, Crawler? What is up, brother? What's up, gentlemen? What is up, Lego Freak? What is up, Apples? And look at that timing. The timing is real, people. The timing is absolutely real. There is Inominatus, the man, the myth, the legend. What is up, Inom? What's going on with the Inno raid? All part of the plan. What's going on, guys? Pleasure to have everyone in here. What is going on? The people who have arrived from the Inno raid. I had no idea this was going to happen, but welcome everybody. It is good to see everyone, and I'm looking forward to some D&D. And in fact, Anominatus will be directly participating in D&D in just a minute. First of all, just a couple of reminders about things up front. I wanted to say one thing quickly about that song you just heard. As you guys know, I've talked about this before. Critical Hit is the song that we use to open up D&D casts, and I got special permission from the band itself to actually use it. So the YouTube chat, hold on one second here. So the YouTube chat, the YouTube, what do you call it? The YouTube people, there was this content claim that was put in, by the IODA, independent something or other, I don't know, a copyright claim in the music. And I was like, no, this has been officially given to me. So today I got it back and they were like, well, the content claim creator has looked at it and they've decided that they still have a claim. I'm like, I don't care what the content claim creator claims, because I've just told you that the creator of the song has given me permission. So the punchline of this is I emailed the No More Kings people, and I'm like, I love this song. I want to keep using it. Is there anything you can do to help me? They wrote back, and the guy wrote back to say, I'm really sorry you're dealing with this. I'll do everything I can. Just so you know, this same organization put in a copyright claim on my own video. So the guy who wrote the song and put it on YouTube had a copyright claim for his own song placed on his own video. Lest you think that there's not a broken system of copywriting, lest you think that is the case, I'm here to tell you, not the case. It is completely broken. It's ridiculous. Anyway, but we're using that music anyway because I love it, and yeah, it's just absolutely ridiculous. But it is a pleasure to see everybody in here. Hello to all the folks, wonderful people, Sherlock, Clown, Strike Ninja, Tigron. What's up to everybody else that has come in and done the raid type of thing? It is much, much appreciated. It's good to see everybody. Yeah, exactly right, Jen. Exactly right. It's as it always has been about. It's about the corporations getting as much money as possible. That has nothing to do with protecting the musicians, which is why musicians are the only ones who are pissed off about the sort of the iTunes phenomenon, and that's why you see Metallica and YouTube being angry at these things and nobody else. But anyway, I just wanted to mention that because I had heard it as well. We are playing 5th edition D&D, Flame Boy, and we're going to be continuing that tonight. And I will talk about the D&D in just a second. Again, welcome to all the Anominatus folks. If you have not already done so, I think a lot of people here are already following him, but definitely follow Anominatus because he is an awesome dude, a good friend, and a very good streamer. So you should definitely follow him if you have not done so already. You're going to see more from him, though, because in just about 20 minutes, about 15 minutes actually from now, we're going to be getting underway with the continuation of Chapter 4 of Ghosts of Dragonspear Castle, and I will summarize for all of you what has happened so far so that I don't have to bother the guys with it when they come on. So that is going to be happening momentarily. Before I do that, just a couple of things. First of all, if you want to help the stream, the best way to do it is to tweet out the stream with !CTT. !CTT will allow you to tweet out the stream. Thank you to Apples for having corrected the CTT. If you want to know more about my YouTube, where you can see past broadcasts of this and other ones of my cast, you can go to !ArvTube. We'll give you the information about that. And last but not least, if you are interested in joining my Steam group, which has 192 members, this is where I send announcements first, and Steam group will get you over to that as well. Last thing I want to mention as an announcement is I'm playing, obviously, Dungeons & Dragons with these guys, as I'm going to talk more about in a minute, but on my solo casts, I am now playing the Talos Principle. I'm going to be playing that for the next few sessions, and next Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I am happy to announce that I am going to be conducting another exclusive Twitch interview. This is the only interview these guys have done on Twitch with the two writers. Thank you for the follow, Clown. I feel like an Anominatus. Clown, really? Really? I happen to have known Clown from before. Thank you so much for the follow, man. I appreciate it. So I'm going to be having an exclusive interview with the two writers from the Talos Principle. So if you have any interest in that game, which is a cool sort of philosophically based puzzle game, I'm going to be interviewing the two writers. Again, that's exclusive to my channel, and that's going to be happening next Thursday, which will be Thursday at 7 p.m. Well, you can catch up by looking at that VOD, gent. You can catch up by looking at the VOD, man. You'll be able to see it. But anyway, so that is going to be happening. I'm very excited about it. And so bring your questions, bring your ideas, your thoughts, your comments on the game. That'll be happening next Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, that's an hour earlier than I normally start, but that's happening because, thank you so much for the follow, Flame Boy. Thank you, Flameboy915. Welcome to the Argonauts. That is happening because the guys that I'm interviewing are in the United Kingdom and Germany. So as it is, it'll be like midnight and 1 a.m. for them. So it's a little bit nuts. But they are kind enough to come on for an hour or two with us. So I am really, really looking forward to that. The other thing I want to mention about future streams, after we're done with that, I'm going to finish up my Ultima Underworld playthrough. Then I'm going to be moving on to Fighting Fantasy Gamebook Talisman of Death, which I play with chat. And then after that, I'm probably going to be moving on to Trails of Sky. When Trails of Sky is finished, it will depend on how much time I have. I might do Assassin's Creed 4, or I might at that point do Pillars of Eternity, because Pillars of Eternity is due out in late March. I don't know, how long it's going to take me to get through these other games, but if it takes until, basically mid-March to get all this done, then obviously it doesn't make sense for me to start a whole big new game. So we will see. But soon coming down the line is Pillars of Eternity, and I'm working to try to get interviews with those guys as well. So all of that stuff, if that sounds interesting to you, please make sure to hit that follow button. All right, now, as far as D&D is concerned, what we are doing tonight, this is Chapter 4 of Dragonspear Castle. And before I do that, let me actually get rid of this. Let me go on with this. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to everybody. Good to see you. So here is what is going on with here's what's going on with the Dungeons and Dragons campaign so far. And this again is because the guys have already heard this a million times. This way I don't have to bore them with it. All right. At the very beginning, this is a 5th edition campaign, but it's 5th edition using the beta rules. So it's actually the rules from 2013, which is when I picked up this right here. Right there, Ghost of Dragonspear Castle. Ghost of Dragonspear Castle, we're now in Chapter 4. We are almost finished with this, by the way. The guys may finish it tonight. If they don't finish it tonight, they'll definitely finish it, I think, next session, or be finished themselves. We will see. So what's going to happen is, after this is finished, the Infinity and Beyond crew and myself, who I will tell you the members of in just a minute, we'll be playing Icewind Dale, the Enhanced Edition, so we will be playing that together. We'll be doing that for some months. When that is finished, then Sod, who is one of the members of the Infinity and Beyond crew, will be doing a one-off session of Pen and Paper D&D where he runs an adventure of how Infinity and Beyond met, and it will include yours truly playing this time instead of game mastering. And then after that, we'll be moving on to the next Pen and Paper campaign, which will be the 5th edition official rules, the modern up-to-date rules, called Horde of the Dragon Queen, and I'm really looking forward to bringing those guys into it as well. So that will be happening as well down the line. Now, the other thing that I want to mention here is that, anyway, so I think I've said all I need to say about that. Okay, so much for that information. Now, as far as what has happened in this so far is, oh, that's interesting, game. I did not know that. Game, I did not know that. You prefer using the share button to tweet out the stream. You heard they use that in their metrics to grant partnership. I did not know that, game. That is cool, actually. I need to find out more about that. Thanks. Welcome into the stream, Sildari. Welcome to the Argonauts. Thank you for the follow. Okay, so here's the way that it worked, folks. Ghost of Dragonspear Castle, the 6 members of Infinity and Beyond, by the way, are, in addition to myself as your humble dungeon master, Arvin Eleron, we also have a series runner that is played, series runner who plays the character of, oh my god, as I completely blank on them. Oh my god, let me come back to his character because I'm looking at 3 things at once. Okay, let me come back to his character. Domdor Grumblehammer is the dwarven fighter played by Sod. Cade Marmados is the halfling thief played by John Helfers. We have Solio Rain played by Anaminatus, that is our mage. We have Fing Muficus, who is the cleric played by King Foom. We have Ginny Verglas, excuse me, who is played by Optic Nerve Productions, and Optic is a good guy, and I'm looking forward to having him here and being a part of this. Again, he's had work issues on and off, but I think he should be here tonight. So we've got him. And then last but not least, of course, is Samil Adams, played by Series Runner, and he is a human fighter. These 6 guys started their adventure low back many months ago now, actually, in a town called Daggerford, where as lowly level 1 characters, they began their gradual climb up to glory. What happened was they were watching the hanging of a mage whose name was Arvik Thautos. He was hung. He was a Red Wizard of Thay, which basically means he was a bad guy, and he was held responsible for trying to break in and destroy and steal things from a noble's house that lived in Daggerford, this I wouldn't say it's a village. It's definitely a town, but it's say as a largish town, not a city, but a largish town. So he had broken in. He had this house broken into, and so this person was hung. But as he was hung, this sort of terrible noise swept over the horizon, and there was a report that a keep not far from the town was being attacked by a black dragon, pretty much simultaneous to this invasion by the wizard. So the guys in what's going on, Sod and everybody else? You don't like our group being called a gang? No, I assumed you like, gang. Badass. So these guys together collectively went off to find out what had happened at this keep. When they got there, they discovered that this black dragon had attacked the keep along with a group of diseased lizard men, and it basically said that he would cease the attack. His name, by the way, was Thos. Thos said he would cease the attack only if he was appeased, and what happened was he asked for an altar, and he was given an altar, which was taken away by the dragon to his lair. Now, the reason the altar is important is because what was stolen from that house that I mentioned at the very beginning of the game was an altar as well. An altar had been smashed into and something had been taken from it. Nobody knew what. Again, another altar was taken from this keep. So the party went to follow up what happened. They went into the middle of the swamp to discover it. They ended up running into a group of dwarf orc hybrids, which we have called affectionately dorks, led by a woman named Mama Booga. Mama Booga hung out with the rest of them and explained that she had leverage over the black dragon, and Fing decided to try to become friendly and used his diplomacy by headbutting her. The headbutt did not work out very well. They aggroed the entire camp. They did manage to kill everyone, though. And what they found when they were left was a dragon's egg which Cade Marmadas decided to touch. When he touched it, pop, out comes a black dragon, which the party affectionately named Stampy. He immediately imprints on Cade, and now all of a sudden Cade has a dragon. Well, recognizing that they don't want to just hang out with a black dragon because Mama and Dada Dragon are still around somewhere, they decided to finish the job. So they continue to go into the swamp. Other things happened. If you go check my past broadcasts, you'll see some of it. An overturned boat got burned down. Mistakes were made. They finally made their way to a temple, and as they got down into the temple, they found the diseased lizard men that had been attacking the keep before, and the head of the lizard men who believed that the disease was actually a blessing from the dragon god Thos. Of course, it was not a dragon god. It was just a plain old dragon. The dragon, in fact, managed to capture and would have killed the party, except that Stampy ended up jumping in before the dragon could do it. And so the dragon ended up giving the party its life and also giving it the altar which it had taken. But before they could actually take the altar, one of the guards that had accompanied them from the keep essentially knocked them out, sort of threw them backwards, used one of the smoke bomb type things, and ended up opening the altar and taking something from it. And when they got back to Daggerford, they discovered that the person who had been traveling with them was apparently also at the town in the same time. In other words, they were traveling with not an actual soldier. It was someone who had disguised him or herself in some way. That was the end of Chapter 1. In Chapter 2, they ended up going to the Ambergruel crypts, where they had discovered, or they had been told, that there was another one of these altars to be found, beginning to put two and two together and realize that the Red Wizards were after the same thing that they were. They were aided in this by a wizard called Delphin, who in Daggerford was monitoring the progress of these Red Wizards with some concern. They were also aided by a paladin, a retired paladin who lived in the town named Sir Istival, who expressed similar concern to them. They went to these crypts, one thing left to another. They made a bargain with a lich. Other things happened, but eventually they got down and did indeed find an altar, which they managed to open. And as they managed to open it, they looked in it and saw that something already had been taken out of it. And they discovered actually a person who was a former apprentice of the previously hung Red Wizard of Thay from Chapter 1. That person ended up being taken away by them and delivered up to the authorities. But in the meantime, they were still out a key. So now we're out basically 3 keys. That leads us now to key number 4. And key number 4 was to be found at the place they were last time. And this was in the hold of, hold on a second, This was the fall of Villefarn and the hold of... Why do I never remember this part? Who was it? Yes, Iron Axe. That's right. The Iron Axe dwarves. They ended up going off to find the Iron Axe dwarves because they had been told there was another one of these altars to be found there. On the way there, they discovered that a lot of the land between them and the place where the dwarves were had actually been razed to the ground. So a dragon, presumably, or something or other, had basically burned the forest to the ground. They met a group of elves who was trying to discover why this had happened to them. The elves accompanied them to the place where the Iron Axe dwarves were, only to discover that the Iron Axe dwarves were now basically involved with, let's say, a group of orcs that had taken over the place where the Iron Axe dwarves were. The elves managed to lure some of the orcs away, allowing the party to sneak inside. Once inside, a well-placed fireball from Soliel Rain and some good tactical planning on the part of the party allowed them to clear out much of the first floor, and they basically made their way through floors 1 and 2 until eventually they managed to find, through one thing or another, the 4th altar. But just as they pulled out from the 4th altar the actual key, they turned around to find not only that a bunch of the orcs had returned, but the person who had gotten the orcs to do this in the first place. I didn't mention, by the way, that the orcs and the dwarves were breeding a terrible race of dwarf orcs. Lots of reasons for that, but it was really bad news, as you might imagine. So as they turned around, they discovered themselves confronted by none other than Arvik, the wizard that supposedly had been hung in Chapter 1. Yet here he was standing right in front of them in the flesh. He demanded the key from them, and insofar as he was backed up by 15 undead and about 400 orcs, the party quite wisely decided that they were a little bit outnumbered and they should live to fight another day. They gave him the key, they left, they went back to Daggerford, and so now as Chapter 4 began, the Red Wizards had all 4 keys that they ultimately needed. At the beginning of Chapter 4, and that's where we are right now, the heroes are approached in Daggerford by a guy named Eldrin Hawn. Eldrin Hawn, who says that Sir Istival needs to know about some things that are happening elsewhere at Dragonspear Castle, and that it will tie into problems that he's having. When the party goes to find Sir Istival, the retired paladin that I mentioned, and explain this to him, Sir Istival turned pale and explained to them that Eldrin Hawn was his squire and had been killed many years before by a Rakshasa. A Rakshasa is a demon creature which looks vaguely like a tiger humanoid and which is capable of shape-shifting. Well, if you remember what I previously told you about the fact that they were able to shift characters and move characters, it might explain as to why a shapeshifter, why a Rakshasa might very well have been hanging out with the party previous to this. And so now they know that they're facing a Rakshasa, and they know that there's something going on at Dragonspear Castle, which was the source many, many years before of basically a breach where a bunch of demon creatures had poured out onto this plane, and eventually that place had been sealed at great cost. In the process of doing that, the Rakshasa had killed Eldrin Hawn, Istival's squire. So Istival has accompanied the party to Dragonspear Castle. So far, they have gotten into Dragonspear Castle, and they have fought off a ghost inside an armory that was telling them to leave and go away and to abandon all hope. And they have discovered an altar here as well, but it's an altar that they can't actually do anything with. They haven't been able to do anything with it, but they actually know that it exists. And that is where we stand. The heroes now are levels, I think, what are you guys? They are now levels 7 and 8, I want to say, at this point. So they are definitely up there now on the level front. And as our heroes, as the story resumes, we will find ourselves in Dragonspear Castle. So that is the summary of what has happened so far. I apologize for all the information being dumped onto you at once, but that's what we had to do. So I hope that explains everything. And we are going to get underway with these guys in about 5-10 minutes. But until then, if people have any questions they want to throw at me about what this looks like, you can feel free to ask me about the additions or about the adventure or about things like that. And I'm happy to answer it. Oh man, what do I like best about D&D? I mean, everything, Flame. D&D is my favorite game by a long way. I've been dungeon mastering for over 25 years. I've been reading fantasy. I'm a fantasy and science fiction author, and I teach it as well. So I mean, this is my jam. Like, this is the stuff I love to do. I love D&D, and as much as I love video games, I have to say that the pen and paper stuff really kind of is like the heart of what I love about gaming. It's the funniest game I ever play. It's just always hilarious. It's fun. It's a blast. I love the imaginative aspect of it. And I love the fact that it always brings people together, I think, in a really good way. So I dig it. Why are you my favorite mod? Well, gentlemen, because you have the class to ask questions like that. No, that's not true. As you know, I do not have a favorite mod. I think that my mods are the best mods on Twitch as a team, but I do not pick favorites. That's what I would say. Yeah, D&D for life. Amen to that. So yes, there we go. Let me see if there was anything else while I was going through, sort of explaining everything. Yeah, on the previous episode of Dragon Ball D&D. So yes, and one of the things that I liked a lot about, yeah, cool, Flame Boy. Yeah, it's really, really great. The nice thing about Poke, what's up, man? The other thing I really like about D&D, I have to say, is that I find that it's one of the best games for character development. You know, a lot of people talk about in video games about like whether a character is really well developed and whether you sort of connected yourself with them or not. And in a way, computer role-playing games are always trying to do something like that. Truthfully, computer role-playing games are trying to do what D&D has nailed since it was created. Because you know what your own character is like. You know what I mean? I mean, you know what your character is. You know what your character is involved with. So you know the deal, basically. And that, to me, makes a big, big difference. So, you know, I highly, highly approve of D&D in all of its forms and shapes. And I happen to really like 5th edition, by the way. I think it probably is my favorite edition. I played 1st edition, 2nd edition, I played 3rd edition. I didn't play 3.5. I played 4th edition, and I played 5th edition. So I played every edition but 3.5. I like it the best. I think 4th edition was okay, but 4th edition, the combat was so slow. And I've managed to get these guys, not even being able to play every week, usually every other week, I've managed to be able to get these guys to about 6th, 7th level. And we're going to do it again, probably. They're all going to be going down to 1st level when we start the Horde of the Dragon Queen, but that's the official 5th edition rules. But it's just the leveling happens so much faster. The combat happens so much faster. I really think they nailed what the 5th edition is all about. So that is the deal. How do I feel about the state of D&D now? So I really like it. I mean, I think that D&D now... What's up, Kilobyte? I think that D&D has done exceptionally well since then. I think... I think 1st edition is what everyone talks about. And I've played 1st edition. I played 1st edition Throwback with... I told this story on stream again. If you guys want, I'll tell you the story about the time that I almost played with Gary Gygax, the creator of D&D. If you guys want, I'll tell you that story later. Yeah, so I think 1st edition was great. But 1st edition had some holes because it was honestly trying to take a war game and make it into a role-playing game. They had never done anything like this, like D&D ultimately did. 2nd edition tried to regularize it, and I think they did a decent job of it. 3rd edition was better, but was starting to get a little bit crazy with the multi-classing and with the sort of obsession with details, and I think 3.5 was a mess. I know a lot of people like Pathfinder, which is basically 3.5 Dungeons & Dragons. I'm not a fan of those kinds of systems. I think they're way too obsessed with the details. I think they're way too caught up in like how much type of meat could survive with X number of days. It's like to me, it's like role playing by spreadsheet, and I find it astonishingly boring. And so I felt like 4th edition was an attempt to resolve some of that by simplifying the rules. The problem was they oversimplified it and they made it into kind of an MMO on a tabletop, which is not great. And so it meant that the combat was incredibly slow. It could take 3 hours for combat. I can get probably 3 combats done now in the time it would take to complete 1 combat in the old system. And there's just no comparison between them. And also, I thought it was too encounter-based, whatever. So 5th edition, I think they really nailed it. They took their time. They talked to a lot of people about it. They worked through a lot of it. I know some of the people that were involved with it, and they were all over the moon about it. Ed Greenwood, who I know very well, was incredibly, incredibly pleased at having the opportunity to speak to them, about having the opportunity to sort of like, not just speak to them, but really work with them. And he felt like he was really listened to on this edition. So it was good stuff, basically. So yes, that's what I would say. In Thaco, we trust. That's exactly it, Flame Boy. Yep, 100%. The character personality is made by the most powerful computer in the world, the human brain. That's 100% accurate. And again, it's nothing against computer RPGs. I mean, I love, you guys know this. My chat is, a lot of my channel is dedicated to RPGs, online computer RPGs. I just finished Dragon Age, Inquisition. I loved Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. Icewind Dale that we're playing, I like a lot. I'm looking forward to Pillars of Eternity. I love Shadowrun Returns. Don't get me wrong, I love computer role-playing games, but they're just not the same as what you can do with face-to-face contact and interaction. So I love it. I think it plays well on Twitch, and yeah, so it's all good. I got connections. Yeah, I know about Ed Greenwood. I know about Ed Greenwood because I ended up doing readings with him, and I'm hoping to work very closely with him. There's stuff, he's actually was the editor of an anthology that I had a short story in, and I hope to have more news about some stuff relating to him. I can't talk about it yet, but hopefully soon. Very, very exciting news, hopefully connected down the line. Nice, Rent. What's up, Arcades? Yeah, Kill. The problem was, see, to me, the ultimate example... Nice, Gross. Hey, what's up, Pretty Boy Ball Game? The problem I had with 3.5 was it was an example of I mean, everybody loves the rule books. Everybody loves those. It got so tied down with numbers and charts, and I'm serious. If you look at 3.5 and you look at the charts involved, and it also had a big problem of feature creep, where when you got characters at a certain level, it was almost impossible to keep them challenged. You know, because when you're a multi-classed fighter, mage, thief, and you're like levels 8, 8, and 8, and you can cast Fireball, and then you can backstab someone, and then you can whip out a sword and like face down, you know, a bugbear, a troll, there's something seriously wrong in Dodge, right? And I think 3.5 was... everybody wanted to be able to do everything. And so you basically make a character that is essentially uber god all the time. And so there's no variation there. There's no flaws. There's nothing you have to work under. There's no like, maybe I'm not as good at this as I am at something else. It became an unrealistic mess, and it became so bloated that it was hard to follow. And I know some of the purists have been like, oh, it was the best because that was when it was the most realistic. I mean, people were starting to drift away from it at that time. 4th edition, I think, overcorrected, but I think 5th edition has got it down the middle. So, it's good stuff. That's cool, gent. Well, I think Pathfinder, again, now I don't want to be too harsh on Pathfinder. I know some people who work at Pathfinder too, work at Paizo. I don't have anything against it, I guess, Crawler. It's just that I feel like, and this is not coming from the Pathfinder people. The Pathfinder people are really nice people. But I find that a lot of the old school 3.5 people are very sort of smug about like, mine is the one true edition. You know, well, your edition was nothing because my edition was the one true. And that's just garbage. Like, I'm sorry. You know, there is no one true edition. And I think that editions that so bog you down in the rules that you forget that you're playing a game that's meant to happen up here is a problem. That was the thing with 4th edition as well. It was so much about the tactical map and about how many squares you could move and about your bit that it was like you were playing a war game again. And even though that's technically how D&D started as a war game called Chainmail, truthfully, D&D is best when it's up here. And it's best for the people watching when it's up here as well. Yes, you should have some music. Yes, you should have some, you know, some pretty pictures on the screen, some maps. You've got the webcams. You can see the faces of the people involved. But that's where it's at, man. I mean, it is not about let me just hang out with people and, you know, let me just like move things around a board, because I love board games, but D&D was never meant to be a board game. D&D was supposed to be theater of the mind. And so I really like that they've gotten back to that in 5th edition. Getting bogged down to the rules is the game. Oh, wow. That's cool, gent. That's awesome, man. Bizarre. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, pretty boy? It's just like, I don't know. I agree with that game. I agree with that. Yeah, see, that's it, Flame. And it was not my thing. And yeah, I mean, that's the thing about 5th edition is that I feel like 5th edition really is tied together a lot of the other editions. It is very suitable for lots of tactical combat if you want that. I do not want that. I don't want to DM those campaigns. So there's been a lot less of the tactical map stuff in this adventure you guys have been watching, Ghosts of Dragonspear. And when we get to the next one, when we get to Horde of the Dragon Queen, It's going to be even less than that. There will be obviously lots of tactics involved, but it's much more sort of working because it's theater of the mind. Let me give you an example. If someone tells me I want to run, like the good example is like what Foom did with his character of Feng, right? He walks into this camp. He's trying to be diplomatic. He's got this character. I won't talk about him in great detail. He's got some depth to him, but one of the characteristics of him is that he's constantly got this alcoholic trait, right? So he's constantly drinking alcohol. So he's like, you know what would be an awesome idea? He's like, I've got to show them. They're orcs, right? So they believe in like being rough and tumble. He's like, I'm going to show them. And then he rolls a 1 for his diplomacy check. And so I said what that basically means is that you headbutt Mama Booga the orc. And then the whole camp all goes to hell. Now that was a great moment. Everyone loved it. It was fun. It was a great time. Foom playing Feng couldn't believe how awesome it was. Everyone was like, this is awesome, whatever. It was great. Now, can you imagine what that would be like if I was trying to spend every second going, well, the rules say that you actually had to roll to hit her with your headbutt, and then you did 2 points of damage. All of a sudden, the story is gone, man. The magic is gone. The mystery is gone. And we're back in like, we're doing like calculus equations in high school. That's not what it's about. So although I have respect for people who love other editions, that's cool. I think that the game is about story. I've always thought that. I think that when it's at its best is when you've got people commonly telling a narrative together. So that's the deal. Oh, that's cool, Jim. Oh, you hate Planescape? Planescape is a cool setting. It's a cool setting. I like Eberron, actually. I've always kind of liked Eberron, and I ran a campaign for a while in it just because I love the idea of, like, I'm, like, the only one in the world who likes Warforged. I like Warforged. I like the idea of, like, trains that are, like, magic trains. I love that stuff, so I dig it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can, of course, and see, that's the thing, Crawler. Sure you can. I mean, you can set off rules. 1 damage to Fing and Baba Goomba. Right, Sod? I mean, it's certainly true, Crawler, that you can set aside the rules, and I've heard that before, and certainly that's what I did for 4th edition as much as I could, but at a certain point, if I have to set aside this, like, if I have to set aside enough rules, why am I bothering to buy the books? Like, why are we playing D&D? Why don't we just call it, like, Arv and Dragons? You know what I mean? And just like play my own role-playing game with all my old rule set and like forget about the dice and just do it completely. Like there are diceless role-playing games. Amber, which is based on Roger Zelazny's world, that's a diceless game. We could just play it without dice. But at a certain point, if I'm fighting the rule system all the time, all of a sudden I wonder, why am I dealing with the rule system? And my feeling is that in 5th edition, I'm running not only this beta version, but I'm running a face-to-face live campaign of D&D right now, Horde of the Dragon Queen. I feel like I'm not fighting the system anymore. I feel like I'm actually working with the system now, and that's a big deal because it means that I can actually focus on what I love to do, which is storytelling and narrative and drawing everyone together, rather than getting bogged down in, well, in page 35 it said that this your encumbrance is this because of X. Like that's so. Yeah, I can see that game. What's up with intent? You instead of Blue Badger monster. Arvgans and Arvguns. Arvgens and Arvgans. There you go. That's what I want. I told you guys I've already had one of my sort of like lifelong dreams fulfilled because I am going to show up. I swear this is true. I'm going to show up in one of the Tin Man Games. Tin Man Games are the folks that do the Fighting Fantasy game book conversions for Android and iOS. I'm actually going to have something show up in one of their shops for sale because the guy who does the CEO of the company was watching my stream one night, my Ultima Underworld stream, and there was this flute that I was trying to find and I couldn't find. So he's actually going to put in, I kid you not, Arv's flute is going to appear as one of the like little Easter egg things you can get in a Fighting Fantasy game book. Can't tell you how geeked out I was about that. So that's what I'm about, man. That's what I want right there. Luchador the Gravel, the Dragon of Death in midair. Yeah, I dig that. I dig that, Crawler. I loved it. I dig it. It's good stuff. All right. So let me see if these guys are ready to go. I see these gentlemen are on, but let me bring on the other people here. Let me bring on both of them. Hello, gents.
Hey, sir.
Hey, so I was vamping a little bit while we were waiting for people. Do you know Inam, and you guys are live, by the way. Inam should be joining us shortly, and supposedly Foom will be coming over, I think, right around 9 o'clock. I don't know about Optic, and I don't know. I was wondering if you guys have heard from Series or not.
No.
Okay.
I'm trying to message him, but I'm getting nothing.
Okay. I will try texting him as well.
Yep.
Fighting Fantasy Gamebook. I don't actually know which one. Oh, hold on a second. He just texted me. He says... Let me see. What does he say? He says, I'll be 30 minutes late. Got stopped by an overly talkative guy. So Series Runner. So when you guys, when Series Runner shows up, I want everybody in chat to say to Series Runner without telling him that I said anything to you. Say to him, "Hey, have you met any overly talkative guys today?" Please do that for me. Please in chat be like, "How many overly talkative guys?" Pretty boy. You can join in. You can't join in the D&D thing. The D&D thing is just for streamers, and John, who's an exception. But you can join in. But you can join into my Fighting Fantasy Gamebook just by being a part of the chat. So I'm going to be doing that after I finish the Talos Principle. I'm going to be playing finishing up my Ultima Underworld run, and then I'll be doing the Talisman of Death Fighting Fantasy Gamebook, and then everyone in chat can be a part of it. If you go back to my previous videos on YouTube, you'll see some examples of how we've done that before. So, damn it, Dragon, I see what you're saying. So anyway, all right. So I'm going to move over and get you guys set up then. So chat, bear with me as I move over.
It's gonna keep.
Next to Dragon stream, and give me video and voice. There we are. Lovely. Okay, well, other than the fact that Saad has somehow become John and John has become Saad, that's perfect, but we will correct that. All right, so these wonderful people that you see in front of you. Is your camera set up differently, Saad?
Yes, I have rearranged my entire room since we last played. And I'm trying out this camera position. I have a couple, and that's one of them. This is one of them.
Saad wants to do his badass profile.
That's right, man.
Check out my profile. Now there's double Saad. Hold on a second. Double Saad.
No, I don't think anyone can handle that.
All right, there we go. Now John is back.
Saad himself even has trouble.
Even Saad.
Oh yeah, I've had trouble with myself as well.
Need a line or two. About
Wait, did Series just show up?
where this.
And for people in chat, Lily isn't here at the moment, so I can't entertain everyone with Lily.
Foom's interview just ended. Lovely. That means that we will see Foom over here shortly. That's what he said he was going to do. We are playing 5th edition. We are playing a beta version of the 5th edition rules. These guys are closing in on being finished with this, and then we will move on to the after we play Icewind Dale, we will move on to the official 5th edition rules, starting with one session run by good person Saad, and then me with Horde of the Dragon Queen, which I'm really excited for. And the software I'm using to do this is Roll20 Kill. Oh man, it's supposed to be Chapter 3, not Chapter 4. I forgot that we've got Chapter 4 up there, Saad. I gotta fix
Damn
that.
it, Greg.
Hold on.
Thank you, pretty boy.
I'll fix it in like. Give me a few minutes.
That's
while I
fine.
just
That's fine.
quickly edit it.
No!
It's not super urgent.
No!
Yep. So, all right, John. So, how are you? How's Happy New Year, etc. How's?
Yes, to you as well. Life is good. I'll probably re-announce when I come back on, but since I just signed the contract today, I'm writing. Have you ever heard of the game Gollum Arcana by Harebrained Schemes?
I certainly have. I talked to them very well. Of course, you know that we're big fans of Harebrained Schemes because we've had them on for Shadowrun a couple times.
Indeed. Well, I'm writing what's going to be an original novella set in that world.
Nice.
Come out in like April. Yeah, I'm pretty jazzed about it. It's a lot of fun. The world. I'm going to see if I can pick up like at Origins or somewhere, see if I can get a comp copy of the game, because the game itself sounds really fascinating. It's one of those kind of hybrids.
Yep.
You can use like an iPad and you have this wand thing and you kind of scan. It's like, it just sounds fascinating.
It's typical Jordan Weissman evil genius.
Oh yeah,
is what it is,
absolutely.
You know?
Well, if this is the next generation, like sign me up, because something that'll keep track of all the paperwork and stuff, like I'm all over that. So
Yep.
I'm going to see if I can scam myself a copy of it, so because I really want to try it out just in general. I think it's very interesting what he's doing with it. So
it's good stuff. And a quick side note, by the way, the Shadowrun Kickstarter has just reached $500,000 in 2 days.
Well, what took it so long?
Yeah, right. They are dominating, and I think they're gonna clear a few million with this easily, which they should, because they put together great products. What I didn't realize is that they're actually targeting a mid 2015 release. So this year they're going to come out with that game, which blows me away. I guess they're already well into production. And they
he said that if you watch the video, they've already started it.
Yeah.
But this is to make it bigger, better, brighter, shinier.
Which they're going to do. They're like hitting all these things,
God,
and their Kickstarter's really slick. Like this, you add this character, you add this thing, you add that thing, and their PR department reached out to me to feature them. So I will be, of course, featuring them when the game comes out without question. I mean,
So this is funny, by the way. If you looked at the goals, some of the stretch goals on there, there's not one but two classes. Where if you give X amount of dollars, a character you create will appear in this novella that's being written.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Between those two, there are 60 people.
Really?
And I, by the way, I've gotten to talk to Jordan recently about this thing, which was really fun. It was an interesting conversation. But when I sent him an email, I said, "Hey, congrats on the Hong Kong Kickstarter. I mean, this is awesome. By the way, I was curious as to how you're going to cram all those 60 people into the new novella it's being written for the for the game, because how are you going to do that?"
That's crazy.
I'm not sure. I mean, I appreciate the ambition. I'm not sure they thought that one through.
Well, it seems like they had so many things that they thought through properly, but I actually want to show not that one. I want to show the other one. I actually want to show the thing that I fully admit I want now that I've seen it. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, they're up to 12,931 backers, 498, and they've got 31 days to go. I mean, it's off the charts.
Easily $750,000, and hopefully they will push that.
I think they'll cross $1 million. Yeah. I really do. Okay, where is the thing that I wanted? Here we go. All right, so I have to show you guys this. I'm sorry, John, I didn't mean to interrupt. I do want to hear the rest, but
no, it's all good.
I want to show this because I just think it's amazing. So hold on, chat. I'm going to show you guys officially what I want. This thing, because I just think it's awesome. I totally want, and I don't know that I would want to drop $150 for it. Hold on a second. This is what you get if you contribute $150, I think it is, to the Kickstarter. I'm going to pop it up on the window now. Look at that. That bag, and you guys will see it if you're watching my stream. That bag. What's up, UFC? Hello, Squall. That bag right there.
Waiting for the delay to kick in, or go away, actually.
That right there is sick. Sick.
It hasn't come up yet.
Jerk.
So I'm still waiting. There. Oh my God.
Isn't that sick?
Wow. That is pretty nice looking. Concept image, subject to change, but either way, that is. I
hope it doesn't, because do want. Yeah. I would totally rock that.
Oh my God.
I see it. Oh.
There's been talks from Catalyst that I'll be editing the anthology. Maybe I can, forego some of my payment to get one of these bad boys, because that is sweet.
Maybe you could talk to them about, their exclusive Twitch connection. I'm telling you right now, I would +1 bag of holding. I swear to God, right now, I would absolutely walk in with class to that. 100%. I'd be like,
yeah. Oh yeah, baby. That's right. Get a pic of that. Oh yeah.
That is
man. Well, it's going to be top notch, because last time the drive, the shirts, everything was just really, really sweet. So.
Yeah. No, they did a great job.
Dang.
So it's what it is. It's
come on. Arv, that's a Christmas present to yourself.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Not at $150. It's not. That's a little crazy.
But you get the game, and you get all the other stuff. Before that level, so it's not like you're getting just the bag.
Yes, that's true. You speak the truth about that.
I mean, and you're helping propel the game forward. That is pretty sweet. That's wow.
I was pretty excited about that. That's worth 100 on a D100. Yeah, right. Right, exactly. Like, I was just kind of like, exactly, Kill. I was like, it's like you guys ever watch the the public television things where they're like, if you give us $75, we'll give you this tote bag, but it's a lame tote bag. Like,
it's a piece of crap.
It's always way overpriced. It's terrible. This is not terrible. Like, that's just, that's awesome. So
Squall's right. There's people who would pay
I'm sending you the
Your sister got one of those, Crawler? Oh man, I'm telling you right now. Thing is no joke. Oh no, you're talking about the bag of holding from ThinkGeek. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But that one was Shadowrun. Anyway, so I'm sorry, John. I geeked out.
No, it's fine. That's
so congratulations on that. That's awesome.
Yep. Yep, and I've got more editing than I can shake a stick at right now. I'm like, it's almost like I got a real job or something. It's crazy. so no, everything's good.
After you
Holidays
check
are
Skype
fine.
for a sec, I'm sending you the update, the fix.
Oh, sure. Let me just log in. And I see that Fing has joined us.
There he is.
And there's... Hey, what's up, man? Ladies and gentlemen, Series Runner is in chat. Series Runner has arrived. Chat, I wondered if you had anything you wanted to ask Series Runner or not.
Oh boy,
I wondered if you had anything for Series Runner.
I was going to ask how your holidays were and how things are going for the new year, etc., etc. It's been a while.
Holidays were excellent. I have some good writing news that I hope to share very soon. Awesome. So that was cool and was fairly productive and restful at the same time. My semester starts up next week.
So you're still on break.
Yeah, and starting in the fall, it looks like I will be able to teach a class in J.K. Rowling, J.R.R. Tolkien, and Octavia Butler. In addition to my normal courses, I am designing it, so I'm pretty psyched about that.
Congrats, man. That's awesome. That is awesome.
Yes, so who is Series Runner? Very funny. Yeah, with intent wanted to know if you ran into... You can look at the chat yourself.
Yes, I did. They wouldn't let me get away.
Good times, good times.
Foom. That's hilarious.
Oh, I am on your thing.
That is funny. So, yeah.
Oh, man. Good times. Okay, I see the file received. Oh. Wait, how did I...
Series, how were your holidays?
Oh, didn't we go over this last time?
Dude, we haven't played in like a month. We
That's
definitely
right, 'cause
didn't play
we're still not on Icewind Dale yet.
Hey, listen.
Not even a minute.
I was gonna say, like, that was a new record.
Dude, I am ready.
Your resolve, your holdback is amazing. That's just
That's right. That's right.
Thank you, Sod. I'm gonna get that downloaded.
Let me get away.
I couldn't do it. But hey, I still beat Ryan and Rick here, right? Is that an accomplishment?
You did, although actually Foom popped on like
accomplishment,
literally 2
but-
seconds before you did, but then he vanished again, so I don't know what the deal is with that.
Yeah, suck it, Foom. I was a half hour late. Announced it and still beat you.
Yep.
Nice.
So why do I...
All right.
Okay. Show in folder. That's what I needed to do. There you go. Okay, cool. Our
D&D course. Because it's almost a pen and paper RPG. Guys, look, we are almost back to WD. Seriously. It's not gonna do it tonight. We're almost there though. So patience, younglings, patience.
Let me adjust. That's right. Let me adjust this backdrop here from
So you know.
from the backdrop.
Get the frick out of here.
She bought a lizard. She's telling me everything, and she wants something in return.
And she didn't eat it? Is it not tasty? Is it not? Oh, well, still.
There we
Is it
go.
not tasty? Is it not tasty?
Is it not tasty? There we go. Lovely, lovely. There it is, chapter 4. Thank you very much, Saad. Looks great.
That
looks
is
great.
just sick. Sick, I can tell you.
Looks great. All right. And we will get this underway in just a moment. In answer to someone's question, you were asking about whether I would ever advocate for a D&D course. I think there's only so far I can push it. I feel like I've done a pretty good job. John knows something about this, having helped with this in my tenure and promotion, especially. To link what I do creatively with what I do academically, I think it's a good argument that I can make. But I think if I started asking them to have me add a D&D course in, I think they might be like, wait, what? So I have to be careful. Not to mention that I do teach at a Catholic university, so I'd like to think we're beyond, the petty biases of...
But our Defense Against the Dark Arts. There you go.
That's true.
It writes itself.
That's true. I could have like the Expecto Patronum sequence or whatever. Yeah.
There you go. Exactly. Well, honestly, the way, and I don't know how this whole academic pitching thing works, but you pitch it as kind of a media course and just go from there. Because let's face it, you can say the pen and paper RPG movement really spawned its whole gaming,
Oh yeah.
arm, whatever you want to call it.
That's
It's
right.
It's become this its own. So
You could
not that they probably still would shoot that down, but that'd be the way to at least try to put an academic spin on it, so to speak.
That's true.
you could try to say that like all paladins are Catholic.
Well, that's actually that's what Squall was just saying. A paladin focused D&D course.
Yeah.
I could do that. I could be like,
Paladins,
listen,
man, they're,
we smite
That's
evil all the time.
Funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
No,
We'll
it's
just
true.
be motivated.
Yep. There you go. It's a recruitment tool. There you go.
Creative writing through roleplay. Well, I mean, interestingly enough, I do. I have previously brought on a game designer into my creative writing course because the first couple of weeks, I usually bring on creative professionals from different professional fields like comedy and dance and music and stuff. And so I've had a game designer in before to talk about that creative process, and might do it again if I have to. I've got other people that are sort of locked in. My friend who works at Weta Digital that is a compositor for Weta Digital on the Lord of the Rings movies and The Hobbit and Man of Steel and all that stuff. He's someone that I've used now for a few years in a row, and he's great because he can talk to them about special effects and film and all that. I've considered doing, bringing in sort of the game side of things again. So it's not totally unprecedented. As a full course, I don't know about that, but
Hey, Arv, I have to ask you, did you get your story in for the Origins Anthology?
I did indeed, yes. I got it in actually on, 4 o'clock on December 30th or 31st, whatever it was.
I was January 1st.
Ah, see? I succeeded. Yeah, I was happy with it. I was pleased with it. You happy with your
Yeah,
story?
me too. Well, it was better than last year when I was a week late, and I told Kelly that. I said, look, I'm only 1 day late this time. I'm getting better.
You're getting better. At this rate, you will totally be online, yeah.
Exactly. Next year, I'll nail it. I'll nail it, absolutely.
Yeah, I wanted to get a tour before Christmas, but that was just not going to
Yeah.
happen. So, but the end of the year, yes, I did do that. So I'm looking forward to that. Origins should be a good
should be
time.
good. Should be good.
Your homework for this week: pull an all-nighter and complete a Final Fantasy of your choosing. Well, I would get all fives. I would get like rate my professors. I'd be off the charts if I was doing that. I think that's probably true. There is, there is a Skyrim course. You guys know this, right? There's at Rice University. There's a course in Skyrim that ties it together with Norse mythology and stuff like that. So I think that's pretty cool.
Rice, serious brain school there. Not that I'm saying yours is not, but I know Rice. There was someone who went there and they said, suicide rate was
A lot of people say Rice is
crazy.
the Harvard of the South. Yeah, Rice is no joke.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, their mascot is the Owls, right? So they're
serious
clearly not going to win anything. They're not going to win anything athletically with a mascot of the Owls. I think that's pretty obvious. So,
What is Harvard's mascot?
the Crimson.
Okay, what the hell does that even mean?
Well, that's what. See, I mean, right? It's like a
Exactly.
wave of red just overwhelms you.
Blood.
It's basically like just our history overwhelms you, like the power of our 200 years overwhelms you. But like, I mean, we had a when I was in high school, we ended up going up against my high school's mascot was the Warriors. Pretty straight ahead standard, right?
Yeah, sure.
We ended up getting into the mock trial final. I was one of the lawyers in the final of the mock trial case in the state finals, and we were in Hartford Superior Court facing the Hill House Academics. Now, let me tell you, Hill House Academics does not strike fear in the hearts of people on the soccer field. I'm just saying, okay? It's not that way. And we did end up actually, I think we came in third in the state, which was they only sent the top 2 that time. Now they send now basically, this is the old man bitter rant. Now they send everybody. If you can walk up and speak coherently, they're like, sure, go ahead and go to the national finals. But
You're off the state. Everyone's off the state. You're
everyone
going to
wins.
state.
Everyone's a winner. So yeah.
So are we playing Icewind Dale or what?
Dude, the stuff.
I haven't even bought the new version yet, so
Um,
and Dom, I can't hear any fan noises, so you're pretty good on that.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I was muted. Yeah, I was muted.
Oh
There we
wow.
go.
Your homework is to choose a feat and write an essay about what class would most benefit from this feat. Now I would get some people who are like, I don't want to play D&D. That is crap. You'd have some people who would not be happy with it.
So, by the way, in our yes, it's Green Bay and it's cold and everything, but we're still geeks. Did you guys see the article making the rounds that Green Bay Packer players play Settlers of Catan?
Yes, I heard this. I just heard this today. Game
Yes.
Misconduct was saying in my chat that they do that, and they do some kind of role-playing game, and I'm like, please tell me that Aaron Rodgers is the Dungeon Master. Please tell me that.
He's played Catan, which I think is awesome. And
That's awesome.
And our gaming okay, it's funny. There is on Ridge Road, which is near the stadium, that Gnome Games is our East and West game store. Pretty much, they've pretty much taken over the city, which is good for them because they're good people. They don't allow game parking on game day because, look, some people don't like football. They come in here to play games, and we're open for that, so we don't allow stadium parking. So it's like, wow, that's impressive.
Well, I mean, it's
Good for
Wisconsin
you,
is the
you know?
birthplace of D&D. It's the birthplace of gaming in a way.
Exactly. Yep.
So
Brats, beer, and D&D. Absolutely, that's what Wisconsin's known for.
give them Twilight Imperium. It actually would be funny to sort of test whether or not someone's got the brains to handle like a complicated offensive scheme. To be like, you will learn Twilight Imperium. I would love that. Oh God, I would love a 300-pound, 6'5" linebacker, offensive lineman, like a left tackle, to be like, so I'm gonna try to use my PowerPoints to acquire 5 left ships. Is that right? No, man, I said right ship. Oh, I'm sorry, right ships. I would love it.
Filthy cat. Actually, they're not cat. Oh, you mean casual gaming? Is that what he's talking about?
Yes, filthy casuals. A lot of
I
people find
see.
Settlers of Catan as like it's gotten into that like Monopoly, world where people are like,
I
I love
see.
games. I play Life and Scrabble. It's not.
I see. I can't stand Settlers because I always lose. I've sworn it off.
Pretty much does it. It goes Monopoly
does,
and then
man.
Catan and then everything else.
But well, actually, Sirius has played it. I've seen it on stream. He's played Settlers of Catan, right, with your wife.
I'm a big Settlers guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't you get trashed as well?
Me?
I remember. Yeah.
No, I won both times.
I thought someone won. Like it was on the longest
Suck
road.
You thought
Man,
wrong.
Take the road. Take the road. I don't need that.
I remember you read Twilight to us. Oh my God.
What? I'm not reading. No. Twilight
This
Imperium.
has gone totally off the rails.
Not Twilight Imperium, you. Okay.
Although it has silky smooth professorial tones, maybe you'd give it a little bit more gravitas or something. I don't know.
It would be really, really hard to make gravitas get
Well,
gravitas
yeah.
to hack work like that.
That's true. That's true.
So, all right. Well, so we are just waiting. When we get one more person in here, we'll get underway. Actually, I know that Inam raided us, and then Inam was eating and was going to join us like literally any second. So he should be here any second. And
Where's
the same
Optic?
applies with Fing. So we should be. We should
Where's
be on the
Optic?
road here.
You know?
Optic supposedly was going to be here, and I have the email from him, so I do not know what the deal is.
All right, we're not going to do that. Okay. All right, so hopefully he'll be like on time and we can get.
Dude, did you play Dragonfall?
Yes, I did. It's tremendous,
Dude.
isn't it?
Dude, I am making my way through. I cannot stop playing, dude.
Why are you
The
not
writing-
streaming it?
The writing is so good.
It's
'Cause
so good, I know
sporadic. It's sporadic. I don't play it consistently.
Oh,
I don't have like a block of it, 7
yeah,
hours
yeah,
to
yeah,
play.
yeah. No, it's tremendous. No, I agree with you. It was actually my 3rd top game of the year last year. Was
The
Dragonfall.
writing is like,
When I interviewed, you should
so
check out the
good.
interview I did with those guys because you could actually see the writers talking about what they did.
Oh,
Yeah, they did a great job. I know, it's tremendous. This is what happens when you get legit writers working on a game, and you're just like, and you let them go, like, and they love the world too. So
It's one of the best games I've played in a long time.
yep, it's great. I agree. And actually, you and I both have the same like hatred of the RNG like XCOM-y type
Oh,
stuff,
it
but
has
it's
that.
but it's
It-
not as bad though. I mean, it's
I
not
don't
as
know.
bad as like Divinity or like.
Dude, there have been a couple times I missed like back-to-back 94%.
Oh, really?
So, I don't know.
It doesn't seem.
whatever.
Maybe it's because it doesn't seem like it's as deadly afterwards, or I don't know. It doesn't seem to be.
Yeah,
as,
you don't
like,
get you don't get killed off.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. It's not as brutal. Yeah.
But I agree with you. It's tremendous. And actually, I was just talking about this before you got on. The new one they're doing, Shadowrun Hong Kong. They do a Kickstarter for it. Has hit $500,000 in 2 days. So they
I didn't
are
know
and
they were making another
12,000
one.
backers. Yep, Shadowrun
man.
Hong
They
Kong.
literally just launched, 48
just
hours
launched it.
ago, and
It
they
is-
reached their funding goal in 2 hours, and
Yeah.
by the time I saw it, it was around 200K, and just gone up from there. So.
And that is all Mitch Gittleman, by the way. I mean, because Jordan is the creative genius there, but Mitch is the thing that makes the trains run on time. Like Mitch really, really knows what he's doing. And I think that's why the things are going to work. So yeah.
Dude, I'm all for this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely. So yes.
Awesome.
So there we go. That's a guy, guys. Okay. So let me see where our friend is, and we will get underway.
More. let's
Hi,
go.
chat. By the way, I love you guys.
Yes,
You
yes.
love-
Hello, chat.
You love to mess with me. I still love you. It's okay.
Bow, 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 bow. All right.
All right. Did I back it myself? I have not backed it myself yet. No. And part of the reason for that is that I wanted to give a sense. I do want that bag, but I'm not dropping $150 on a bag.
I keep telling you, it's
I'm
not
not-
just
I'm
a
not doing
bag.
that.
I mean, your wife will say you got.
Yes, she will. Yes,
But
she
dear,
will.
dear, it's not. It's so much more than that.
Let me refer you back to what you said just 3 seconds ago about my wife. I'm telling you right now. She'll be like, really?
Bag.
How much did you spend on this?
Chat has to help persuade us to get him to get the bag.
Yes.
Just every time he casts now, have you got the
Who's
bag?
taking care of the what now?
Oh man, no, not dropping that
that's
can. Not dropping that coin. No. We, the chat, deserve love. Well, you do, Smack.
Maybe you should start a donation drive to get the bag.
No, we're not doing that. I will reject all donations made for that effort. That is ridiculous. Dear God. So I can walk into class and just be like, you will notice the awesome geeky symbol on the right side of this bag. No. So yeah, you're right, Flameboy. Satchel.
This bag
Quite
was
right.
kickstarted by
It was a bag when I was in...
Five.
Yeah, exactly. It was a bag when I was in middle school. Now it's a satchel. That's it. Like, she's never bought an expensive bag. I guarantee you she's never dropped $150 on a bag. I promise you that's the case. She's not... That's not the deal.
That's not the deal. Don't go down that way.
She had a Vera Bradley obsession, gentlemen. Oh, my God. It is amazing how much some pocketbooks can cost, by the way. I'm very lucky that my wife is not down this road, but I had a girlfriend like this, too, who was just like, oh, but this bag, she's like, $300. I'm like, for a pocketbook? $300?
Does it float? Is it anti-gravity? You
Right?
have to carry
is
it?
it flame resistant? Does it? Can you like put it over your head and survive like an
Is
inferno?
it a true bag of holding, or you just have to speak the item and it will appear in your hand? You know, that kind of stuff.
$300 for a pocketbook?
And that's low end. That is low end.
Right? Exactly.
6K, 7,000. And I've seen these things on the web only. Never looked at. Never even touched one. But like,
Yep.
what? Why?
Exactly.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Pocketbooks are in 2060. Yeah, exactly. Textbook costs are too high. What if I give you money for the bag, but I get one of the extra game copies? But that's still way overspending for you, Monkey, to do that. Trust me, I will at some point. I'll figure out a way to finagle getting a bag for myself. Thank you. But I do not want stuff like that. $350. My God, it doesn't cook paninis. Yeah, if it doesn't cook paninis, I'm not buying a $150 bag.
I'm out. Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
I can just see someone like Glob just randomly donating the bag to you.
I know. That's what
It's
happens.
gonna
This conversation is going to happen,
happen.
and I'm going to reject it. I'm going to be like, no, I reject your donation. No, I'm not taking this money. It's like when Xanos tried to give me 6 copies of Bad Rats, and I'm like, no, denied. Thank you, but no. I love you and all that, but no.
That's funny.
So yes.
Where the heck?
So, talisman.
So he no. He says, says he is hanging out in the channel, finishing dinner. Took him way longer to get than anticipated. I wonder if he ran into a verbose guy, particularly talkative guy.
Dude, you don't. I know that you've been in that situation
I have.
before, man.
So what is it?
You
Can you
feel the
explain
time
how it happened? Like,
slipping out of your grasp.
was this like some guy at school? Like, I mean, you just some guy in the street corner. You don't have to give me the names or anything, but like the
You're just
basics. Like,
yeah, no, you're going about your day, and you're either walking your dog or you're walking to your car. You know, you got you're getting some food that you deliberately say, I'm gonna do takeout. You know, it's verbalized to everyone that you are in a rush. And nope, because that guy, you don't say no to him. That's it. We've all been there. That's a story, Apples. I'm sorry, bud.
story time.
That's it.
Speaking
So
of,
how
you
did
should plug your animation?
Right? Did you
Siri?
say exactly? Were you like,
Plug it.
hey, you know
Plug
what's
it now.
awesome? My new animation. Yeah, you should show off your animation.
Shameless plugin, dude. Inom actually played it on his channel. I was very humbled by that.
Oh, that thing is awesome, dude.
Oh, thank you.
100%.
One of my professors actually, man, I've had a lot of chances to show it off, which is pretty awesome. So I'm glad that you guys. Do you mind if I plug it in, or
No.
No, he
yes,
doesn't.
yes, I
What are you
horribly
talking about?
mind.
Yeah, totally what.
don't ban me, bro.
Pay me, bro.
What Series did is terrible and wrong. You'll be expunged from our memories and the
Yeah,
chat.
this is my animation hashtag Icewind All right.
I swear to God, if you are
They
not,
just rename them Iceweed Dale,
I'm
please.
right. Hashtags. Icewind Dale Runner is his new name. I swear to God, if you do not spend every second with this massive smile on your face like a kid in a toy store every second of the time we play Icewind Dale, I do not want to hear about it. You had better just be like, guys,
Yeah,
you know what's
that's
awesome?
complaining
Icewind
about anything in
Dale. Right.
No, I'm not like one of those people.
Really.
Not like one of those people who gets bored of them. Dude, how can you get bored of Icewind Dale? I'm not gonna be like, oh man, we should
Oh,
go
no.
Icewind Dale
No, no.
too. I like that rule set better.
Did you
Oh,
plug
man,
it?
I
You haven't
dug
put
it.
it in chat yet. What's
Oh,
going
sorry,
on?
man. You guys keep asking me freaking
Jeez,
questions, man.
plug
Jeez,
it.
talking about.
So slow.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what this. Hold on.
Was it yes?
There's the man. What's up,
Hello.
man?
The, the,
I heard
Robot.
All right, so Sirius is going to plug this in, and then we will get started in just a second. I saw Fing pop on for like 3 seconds, and then he vanished again. So I don't know.
it's not happening again, is it?
Are you saying you're getting a
know?
robot from me?
No. You said hi in robot, and then you're fine now.
Oh, wait. I think his webcam
Hey, connection.
freezing occasionally.
Oh yeah, I see a beautiful.
Oh,
Yeah, I fixed
he's
that.
actually frozen like this.
There you go.
Yeah, I was like,
Distracting his ventriloquism, guys. Come on.
You're
I
right.
figured what's going on.
Hey, what's up, Glob? Get rid of my Skype.
Start closing like all the tabs, trying to find the problem.
Then this was.
Do I
But
want
I've checked Skype for a sec.
Is this music, by the way, is this copyright safe, Tommy? Is this like is this copyright
I'm gonna
safe, the
leave.
music on your animation?
Well, it's not for profit, so.
Well,
I think,
no, what I'm saying is like, if I try to play it, am I going to be muted for life?
Oh, it might. Twitch might get you. Just
Yeah.
restart your stream, man. No.
So that's good.
Did you see the list of free music you can now play on?
Yes, we have 500 total songs.
I know, this is
Yay!
great. And they're all indie, except they're not all indie. They're indie if you have 300,000 people.
I don't know if you guys
like
heard me talking about this at the beginning, but just very quickly, the critical hit song that I play at the beginning, as you guys know, I was given permission to play it. So YouTube, this whatever the organization is, IODA or some organization, put in a copyright claim on it. And I was like, I can still play it, but it's like they put in a claim on it. So I disputed the claim, and they go through this nonsense about like, you realize you're holding yourself up to legal action. Like, you realize that you're wrong. I have permission, so you're wrong. So I did this on 5 videos. Today they're like, well, the copyright holders reviewed it and decided that they still have a claim. I'm like, wait. So the copyright holder, because YouTube refuses to do anything. They will do no moderation. They will do no judging. It's just like, well, they say that they own it. I'm like, so if I steal someone's car and then someone comes over and they're like, the cops are like, you stole someone's car. I'm like, no, I own it. They're like, well, ma'am, he says he owns it. So I guess he still owns it. I mean, it's the most ridiculous thing in the world. And here's the thing. So I got so frustrated. I wrote the band again. I'm like, I'm really sorry to bring you in on this, but could you please explain to them? Do you know, he said to me, he's like, I'm really sorry you're dealing with this. I will definitely look into try to do whatever I can. Just so you know, the organization put in a copyright claim on his own YouTube channel for the song that he wrote. If that doesn't tell you how broken this system is, nothing will. They literally flagged him for his own song.
Passionate, bro.
It's just, I can't even... No, because what it does is it totally depresses the marketplace of ideas. That's what it does. It means that I can't show your thing because I'm worried about whether it's going to get muted, and I can't show. It's garbage. It's garbage. And I'm a musician. I know this deal. I'm not trying to steal. This is why I reached out to the person. If they give you permission, that's the end of it. I mean, there should be nothing else about it. Or if it's not for profit, that should be it. I mean, just like, unbelievable.
Hey, so Arv, speaking of you guys looking for appropriate music and what have you, I don't know if you've ever how many YouTube videos you watch or what or blah blah blah, but you'll notice that every so often those in places like BuzzFeed have used them too. Is there's one that's a guy named Kevin MacLeod, and if you watch like 10 videos, his music will probably appear in 4 or 5 of them. And I actually know that guy. He grew up in Green Bay. And
Really?
He's a composer and a very good one. And if you go to his website, which is incompetech.com, he gives his music away as long as you credit him. And it's all a lot of really, really good stuff. So if you want to, you might want to go out there and like poke around and see if there's something that's useful. Because he does big, bombastic, Lord of the Rings type stuff, fantastical stuff, all that stuff. And he's really good at his job. I mean, he's had music on Hugo, the movie, in the soundtrack.
Nice.
And I mean, it was more of an accident because they put him in as a placeholder. Then they ran out of time, so said, "Okay, just clear it all." And we watched the movie. I'm like, "There he is. His name's in the credits. That's awesome." And he got paid. And he's just
Awesome.
yeah. And if you start looking at the credits at the end of these, you'll see like every 1 out of 3 is his stuff. It's really kind of funky.
Oh, very cool.
So yeah, go check it out. Incompetech.com is the website. And anyone else can too if you're in the mood. If you need some free music, you just ask that you credit him, and it's good to go. So
Very cool.
Hey, I'm gonna
Yeah,
grab
Dragonspear wants you to
a,
link it in chat, John. Sorry, time out.
sure. Hold on.
I'm just gonna grab it real quick.
Okay,
You know
sounds
what?
good.
I'm going to send it to you in Skype, and you can link it in chat.
I have turned Skype off though, so
well.
I could turn it back on.
All right.
But
No. I'll just text you. Easy enough.
Okay.
And then it's up to you what you do with it.
okay.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a good idea. But he's a cool guy too. I haven't talked.
By the
to
way,
him in
you
a
know
while.
your webcam's fine now.
Oops. Where is our 5th
Seems
player?
like the voices have stopped being stupid now.
Daggone it.
Yeah, where the heck? Where is Fang?
Let
Fang
me
was
just make
here.
sure
He
I'm
popped on
looking
for
at it.
2 seconds.
It's teasing us.
Yeah, he was right there for a minute. But we'll get underway without him anyway. I will break my usual rule because I do want us to get moving.
If you check Skype, apparently that's... I don't know if you have Optic's number. But
I saw that. Yeah. I saw that. I haven't had a
Oh,
chance
wait,
to.
no. I spelled it wrong. Just making sure there we go. Yep. Okay. Good. I'll just, there we go. Okay.
Let's see.
Tech. Dot. C-O.
it's in chat right now.
There you go.
Ah, there it is.
Yep,
Yes,
thanks, Dragonspear.
Dragonspear
Yes,
found
it
it.
is. Yes, it is. And then the first thing is royalty-free music, music SAQ, licenses, and he knows all this stuff, too. He has like a master's in composing, and he knows it inside and out. So he's actually probably good if you guys ever have questions about this, too, because he's kind of dealt with this himself over and over and over again. So
He also makes
and
graph
he's a cool
paper.
guy.
He makes graph paper as well.
Yes. Honestly, the closest thing I know to a true, real 20th, 21st century Renaissance man I'm aware of. I mean, this is a guy who would go to a amusement park that's being built in Poland and write their theme music just because he wants to. That's what he does. He just
gotcha.
I'm gonna go do this anyways. And I don't know if he ever did it or not, but he said he was going to do that, and he was going to be spend 6 weeks in Poland.
Nice.
And he's in New York. He's in New York City, so he's actually near your neighborhood. Well, ish.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. All right. Well, let us get underway. And as soon as Foom gets here, he gets here, and same with Optic. But I've already introduced everybody.
Don't know if you guys...
What? I can hear you. What's up?
You can hear. Hey, all right. I didn't have my screen up, so. Nope. Salil just disappeared.
Yeah, he disappeared. I had him for a second. I heard
Yeah,
him.
me too. I saw him and saw his.
I heard him and said hi.
What? No, we could just get gotten started.
Let's see.
Series.
Yeah, no, we were there.
Got
It
series.
was there. It was prepared.
Inam. Damn you, Inam. Sorry, series. My bad.
But also
Someday,
damn
on my
you. But also
deathbed-
damn you series for no reason.
On my deathbed, I'll probably get the names finally straight, once and for all.
Sound is cutting out on everyone every 2 or 3 seconds.
You guys all sound good to me. I'm waiting for my robot voice. That is funny.
I got mine up there. It should be fine. All right. Let's see. Let me get my dice roller. There it is. Lovely.
Iris. I think that might have been previous.
Why is it looking like that? I don't know. Who knows? What's up, Demiser?
This is the second one. Okay, that's why. Cause the first one's already here, right?
Okay,
Yes.
so
Okay. Kablamo. Oh, there it is.
all right.
Fine.
No, so wears the top half of the suit and goes pantless for balance. Yes, indeed. All right, we're just waiting for Inam to hook back
Get
in
back
again,
here.
and then we will get it away. Or Fing. Well, it'd be nice too. That'd be nice if
True.
we got
Well,
Foom,
yes, that would be.
Foom/Fing, and of course Optic would be lovely also. But,
Well, yes, the whole crew would be delightful.
yes.
Delightful.
So we're just waiting for them to get underway, and. Yeah, while I'm doing that, I'm actually pulling up my my dice roller, which I forgot about. I like to be able to roll some dice on occasion. There we go. That's much better. Okay. Technical difficulties, hallmark of a true D&D cast. Yeah, I mean this time the everything else, the program and everything is working like a champ. We're good to go on that score.
Don't, come on, dude.
Well, I'm hoping that it will like distract the tricksters into the other they'll zig when they should zag. Thank you for the follow, Jay. Welcome to the Arvanauts. Oh, did the backdrop go up there? Let's see, the backdrop should be there.
That's cut for now.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much for the follow, Jay. And all right. Actually, I think Anominatus has rebooted his whole computer because I don't see him in IRC chat either. So there he is.
Yeah, I think I'll take that money out and 750.
Yeah, those character sheets are all courtesy of Sod was kind enough to do that, so that's all on Sod.
Thank you, Sod. And I mean, really seriously, thank you because, yeah.
Despite my voice that indicated sarcasm, I want to thank you for doing it. Thanks, Sod.
They have arranged marriage meetings? What the? Strike Ninja, what is your day life like? I mean, really?
He never wears pants. Oh, he has this theory. Strike has this theory that Inam is a used car salesman. I haven't figured out if that's like a Fargo thing because he lives in Missouri.
It's the arranged marriage meetings that really threw me. Like, and he's Indian? What?
Well, because I think Strike. I don't actually remember where Strike is from, but I think he's got this sense that like Inam lives in like the vague Midwest, and I mean vague in like anywhere from like North Dakota.
There's a lot that is vague out here. Yes, that's not too inaccurate.
Yeah, like Wyoming.
Much, yes.
Welcome back, Inam. Can you hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Hey.
Man, you sound pretty miserable.
Love them.
I would say you look miserable, but that's a little mean.
It's let's see. All right.
I'm back.
All right.
Yay! Shadow
here we
in
go.
darkness. Are you feeling better?
Oh yeah, I'm doing. I mean, I still have a bit of the cold, but I'm much better than I was last weekend.
I missed the suit.
Yeah, your webcam is definitely cutting in and out. Inam, no doubt about it.
I'm gonna be comfortable right now. Damn it.
Yeah, Inam, your webcam is definitely cutting in and out. I can see it kind of freezing
Yeah.
on and off and stuff. Which is what was happening back in the day, but then I thought we solved that problem. Hey, what's up, Rippin?
This is driving me fucking crazy.
Do me a favor and just try shutting off the video for a second. Just do voice. I don't want that to be what we stick with, but I just want to see if that works.
Yeah, it still does.
No, because you're not. I still see you as video. So whatever you did not take. It's doing well, man. We're just getting started right now. We're just fixing up a couple of minor little technical tweaks.
Technical difficulties.
I don't know if it's only like I'll hear the input, like the first beginning of your sentence, and I can see your mouth moving the entire time. At the end.
Yeah. Are you also running Skype at the moment, or are you or something like that, or?
Nope.
You are cutting out, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I mean, I can try to do what we've done before, which is if this keeps doing, I can try to.
Hey, I'm going to listen to the cast and talk to you in chat. I can't have a conversation like this. I apologize if I'm interrupting you. I can't.
You got interrupting yourself.
I know, it's like, just yeah. Like yeah. I don't know if he ever actually only got voice. Was the thing. I'm not sure if he ever got voice going on.
I mean, I'd even be up for, tabletop simulator.
We are not skipping this session. Stop trying to get out of it.
Oh, I'm not saying skipping. I'm saying redirect.
Yes, I know.
I think everybody needs to move to a place with fiber optics.
That would be lovely.
Tell you what.
I'm not sure if I'm detecting sarcasm from Inam. Only voice? Let's try it. Hold on. Here we go. I'm hoping it turns out to be right. Let's see if only voice works. It's gonna be pretty funny to be looking at that face the whole time.
That pic.
The whole time.
Funny.
Oh my god, now he looks like one of those like 70s era high school photos where it's like superimposed over his face. He's got like the suit.
Oh god.
Welcome to the cast, chat. This is what you're left with, bud.
Oh man.
This is fantastic.
Well, now it seems now you're not cutting out. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay. I love it, and it literally has that look. He's got the really superimposed over his face, so you can imagine it, chat.
It was doing that to your guys' pictures earlier too. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I've changed nothing. I've done nothing different than the last time we did this. I don't understand.
Someone has gotten to your computer in the meantime.
Needs to move to the place with fiber optics. Oh, fuck off, people. It's obviously his internet. Fuckers.
Oh gosh. Texas follow the Google. All right. Well, let's get under.
Stab you.
All right. Let's get underway. Yes, I've already introduced everybody and explained everything, so we can get right into it. So, you guys, the last time where we left our heroes, you guys had just finished off defeating a ghost. You may remember inside this armory.
A spooky ghost.
A spooky ghost, which you had managed along with Sir Istival to defeat. And so basically, that's where we're at. That's sort of where we stand, and it's up to you guys now as to how you want to proceed.
Let's go. Onward to the Dale.
Walk out of the room you're in, maybe.
Yeah. So it's up to you as to where you guys want to go. I don't remember. I'll just mention quickly. I don't know if you guys actually ever even like looted the place, but I'll explain what's there. Inside it, there were these dust and cobwebs inside the armory, and there were suits of armor that hang on 4 wooden dummies and rusty armaments festooning old weapon racks along the opposite walls. The room did feel unnaturally cold, but now that you have banished the ghost to the nether regions, it does not feel cold anymore. So.
Hey, doesn't someone have a detect magic spell now? Since we're like finally have high enough level to keep that kind of thing handy.
I have my fist.
Oh. I don't think hitting things is really going to help there.
Detect magic.
That's all I got.
If your fist glows, then it's magic. After you hit it. Guys, my fist hurts. It's magic.
Finger sprained. It's obviously evocation.
Yes.
Is anyone going to poke around? If not, I will. But right now there's like 8 people in the freaking armory.
I was muted this whole time.
Clear out.
What's that, Sub?
I would like to cast Detect Physical Object on the door.
Success. You are facing the physical object glows very, very strongly in front of you.
Did you guys? I mean, can we like clear out this fog of war a little bit?
Yeah, I'm gonna open up this door. What do I see?
Okay, where are you? I'm sorry, I didn't. Can you ping that for me? Oh, up there. Yes. Sorry. Yes. So. When you go up there, this is what you see. The tower here, and I should say that you can see some of this already. This tower is missing its roof, and as a result, its 30-foot high top resembles a crown of broken stone. And there are these arrow slots, basically, arrow slits, excuse me, that gain height as they circle counterclockwise along tower wall. And looking inside it, you can see that there is a wooden staircase damaged by fallen debris, which clings precariously to the interior wall. In fact, you're able to pretty much see the whole thing, with ascending arrow slits at these 5-foot intervals, as I mentioned. The staircase is in poor condition, and there's nothing remains of the upper floor except a ring of jagged boards. Dust hangs in the air, and the walls are covered in mold and mildew. The floor is strewn with rotting wood, broken stone, and feathers. Purple, black, and gray feathers.
Okay, can I hear? Did I hear anything when I opened the door, or was there any type of noise? Any creature? Can I roll to see if I hear anything?
Sure. Go ahead and
That's
make a perception check for me, so it'll be an intelligence check, yeah.
Yeah, which is just that. 3. I hear.
You hear this. You hear, and then you realize it's your own breathing. So the answer is no, not really.
So the feathers are just laid out in the middle, yeah.
They're not, but they're all sort of just like strewn all over the place. That's all.
All right, can I pick up one and then bring it over to Istival and see what Istival knows, if he knows it's like a creature or something?
Sure. So you bring it over to Istival, and Istival looks at it and he says, and he kind of, his eyes narrow, and he's like, He's like, did you look up?
You said there was no boards up on the second floor.
Broken
boards.
Broken boards.
There's nothing up. There's only a hole in the roof.
So he comes over and he kind of looks up and he says, "Oh, I don't know about that. Look," and he sort of points up, and you see as he points out to you what look like possible claw marks or something, scratches and stuff on the underside of some of the jagged boards around the top, because there is, as John just said, there are these rotting boards around the top of the roof, around the top here. I mean, the roof is mostly caved in, but there are these rotting boards around the top, and there are these scratches and claw marks that you can see in them. And he looks at you and he says, "What do you make of that?"
I was just wondering if you know what type of creature it may be. Don't think I've ever seen feathers like this.
Well, I can't say that I've seen them in a long time, but I do remember in a campaign many years ago fighting one of them. And it was a woman with wings, the face of a hag, and the screech of a bird.
Oh, I'm assuming you're talking about harpies.
Yep. And he nods, he says, "That's the last time I've seen a feather like this. But it's during the daytime. I assume they're out hunting."
All right.
For tender adventurer flesh, of course.
Yes.
All right, guys. So I'll warn the party. Look out for harpies, and I think we should keep
Warn the
going.
what?
Warn the party. Warn everyone. Harpies.
Oh, okay, got it.
Which I assume you do by going back to them, not yelling, "Guys, watch out for the harpies! Please!" Okay.
All right, so remember that was a cage, wasn't it? Like an open cage.
Yes. That's correct.
All right.
And so over there, there are these number of these, and this is not the only one. There's a set of these large cages, which are each 10 feet on a side, and then 10 feet tall, with crisscrossing bars of rusted iron, bristling with razor-sharp barbs. And each cage is bolted to a square slab of granite and has a 5-foot square iron door set into one side. And there are the corroded iron chains holding the door shut, except for this cage, this one that you guys are looking at right here, right here, is open and unlocked, and there's nothing in it, or seems to be nothing in it.
I sense robots.
John, ripping.
So I'm guessing we're letting Samil. Samil's going that way.
Hey Eric, what's up with Blocky?
Yep, I'm going this way. South something. What is that?
Something.
Oh, sorry, John. We're getting. Bzz, bzz, bzz.
It's a harpy.
Exactly. Oh no. Okay. So sorry. Where
It's
are you?
an eye harpy because he's got a.
I'm going. Oh,
Nice.
Better?
Yes, better. Thank you.
All right.
Where are you headed?
Straight towards where he's
I
looking.
see you. I see you. Yeah, I
Yeah.
see.
Oh, sorry.
I had to find where you were first. So you're just. Are
pretty
you headed
funny.
straight south? Or are you looking like you know?
I'm just booking it into the darkness.
Okay.
And then
Into the
cast
dark.
magic missile.
Full
Dark.
stride.
I cast magic missile to the darkness.
Arv, did we lose Salil again? Did we lose Inam?
I don't know if we ever had him. You know?
Salil is, I assume, Inam is probably catching up on what he can in chat and fixing at the same time. So
Okay.
I'm hoping he can hear us, but we will see. Okay, so you move down here. So one of the things you notice as you're sort of going down into the darkness here is that number one, just like you had the other side, there is again this rubble that's sort of kind of fallen down on the side of the wall, not unlike the tower that you guys came in on the eastern side. And so you guys, as you are moving downwards, you can see more of that sort of rubble, and then the wall starts to carve in a little bit. And on this side, you notice that there's also kind of rubble over this way as well. So basically the point being that when you get up to those areas, you'll be able to see into or through some of them. So you just have to let me know what you want to look at specifically.
I'm like
What's
going
up,
up
Gene?
here and I punch this thing.
Sure. So first of all, let me tell you what happens when you actually get to that. So these are
following-
these.
Catching up slowly. Yeah. And
Sounds
I'm
good.
assuming everyone else is too, because we're all exploring.
Yeah. Let's see. So those are collapsed walls. You're able to sort of crawl and kind of, scramble and stumble your way over to the door that you're looking at. And then what are you trying to do with it? Are you just like?
I'm going to explore all up in here.
Okay. So that door is not does not seem to open. So you were not able to get through there. So return
He's like,
to where
"I'm
you were,
going to
sir.
go through."
Spell has failed.
Can I try to force it?
You can try if you want. Sure.
I can see
go
you
ahead
like
and make-
walking the door and then hitting it and just be like, it's locked.
Exactly. Well, it's like rubber banding in an MMO, right? He's like, I got there. No, you didn't.
All right, let me
Go ahead and
open
make a
the
strength check for me.
Okay.
And
Strength
so just a regular D20 and then your strength.
Gotcha. Boom. Don't suck.
Nice.
Ooh, 22.
Nice. So you manage to you kind of line up to it and then push it with a tremendous and like it echoes across the land, just like the sound of the door. In the distance you hear birds caw, 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 caw. You're like
harpies
going
are
away
coming.
and the whole business. And inside you see the horrific sight of nothing. You see bones, armor fragments, and bits of tattered cloth, which litter the floor of this otherwise empty hall.
Can I pick up one of the bones?
Sure, absolutely. You do so. It is just a normal human bone. You think possibly a fibia.
Oh. Well, in that case, I want two of them.
Now you have two fibias.
Matched set.
I throw one of them at the door in front of me.
It ricochets off the door with a satisfying boom.
Never rely on human bones. They're so worthless. Is it worth it to look inside this other door here, or?
It's up to you. It's
Dang it,
closed.
man. Trying to push a little bit.
Again, this one is locked or something closed, locked, something.
I might as well look at it, right? Is that what we're doing? I wasn't here last time, so we're just exploring.
Oh, that's right. I guess you got here just at the very end. Yeah. I didn't. You guys were sort of looking into the Dragonspear Castle. I think I told you to find. You went with Istival because it turns out you guys have been traveling for part of the time with a Rakshasa, this shape-shifting demon.
Right.
That was the person that you saw. So Istival has come here where basically the creature wanted him to come. He sort of semi-knows it's a trap, but he feels like he has to do it to try to,
So this is Dragonspear.
figure what on. So this is Dragonspear Castle. Yep.
Oh, holy crap, man! We made it. Oh,
Yep.
that's sweet.
This is the final
yeah.
chapter. This is the final chapter.
Arv.
Yeah.
Inam's Skype message.
I'm not. Oh, hold on a second.
Yeah, you might want to check that out. So.
Rolling to smash door.
Rolling to smash door. I'm gonna fire up my Skype again then.
17.
Okay, so go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
Your foot is rebuffed. You're like,
Please.
and it does not move. And also it does not sound hollow on the other side. It sounds like there's like something on the other side that's not just a door. So, and you felt like you hit it pretty strongly.
Like there's like something barricading it. Is that what it is? That's what it feels like.
Um,
Awesome.
Cade, you want to move your character as well? So you'll...
No, because I'm trying to look around in this pesky armory, but Arv hasn't gotten back to me yet because
okay.
Warrior boy here's busy bashing doors down. And where is Foom?
I'm just trying to find stuff.
I know, no, dude, I'm poking fun at you. Don't worry.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not.
You're a hit dice tank, so you'll find the bad guys first. That's how that works.
I mean, feel free to find little holes to crawl in, and
Yep. I'm working on it, or trying to find something that's like more, useful, but haven't had a chance yet.
I stubbed my toe.
Yes.
Ew! The bone collector.
So now over to the western side. Are you going so you're heading that way then? Next.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to uncover everything.
Okay. So
All the
you head this way. Again, the same kind of thing. This is rubble that's sort of leading to the outside of the area, and you can actually kind of look down a little bit into this room. There's sort of like rubble leading. The rubble sort of slides down into this room. The semicircular room over here, and by here I mean here, has gaping holes in its walls and rubble piled all around them. A 5-foot wide ledge hugs the curved outer wall beneath a row of arrow slits, with stairs leading down to the central part of the room, which is full of shattered tables and chairs. You were able to see this basically through the ceiling, more or less. So you're looking kind of down on it. You might be able to. There's lots of the roof up here is not completely fallen in, so you only see little bits of. Bits and pieces of it, basically. Let me see if I can sort of show that. So you can see, things like this, right? Like little bits and pieces of it. But you can't see into the whole thing. So you would have to, slide down the rubble if you wanted to get in there. Or there does look like there's a door that you could get into by going through that other, back over to where you ran into the closed door that didn't want to open for you.
Oh. Okay. That's all I got.
So,
you guys are up.
Cade, do you want to do Cade now? Because he's...
Arvo, I was still poking around in the armory to see if I can find anything.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yes, in the armory, there is a couple things, actually. Most of the stuff is rusted beyond repair, but there is a couple of things. First of all, you find a couple of serviceable suits of armor, and one of them in particular is this very, very light, it looks like scale mail, but it's very shiny and light and surprisingly untainted by the years, as you would have expected from elsewhere. Everything else you've seen is rusted and broken down.
Yeah.
But it seems to be now, it does have some dust and tarnish. It isn't glowing blue or anything. It's not like that, but it seems to be and very light, surprisingly light, in fact.
Okay, light enough that I can actually carry it?
Yes, although it's bulky. It's not the kind of thing that you could just sort of throw into a pack, but you could carry it, yes. And then we've got, let's see, then we've got also a pair of maces, a warhammer, and there's also, and this strikes you as a little bit odd, there is also there's a wooden javelin that is tipped with iron, and there are these iron wires in Thunderbolt designs that are tracing along the length of the javelin. And you haven't picked it up yet, but that's what it looks like.
I poke it with a toe.
Okay.
Nothing happens. Or does it?
So when you poke it with a toe, actually you feel a little bzz.
Like a shock.
Yeah, like a little static electricity deal.
Okay,
Where do you feel the shock?
I'm assuming my foot.
It travels up to.
Reach
Hello.
out and I
Yes.
tap it with a finger and see if I get the same feeling in my hand.
Yes, and in fact, tiny little. Now it's not paint. It doesn't you don't lose damage. You know, it doesn't take damage or
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
But tiny little bolts of almost lightning. It almost looks a little bit like one of those static globes, at the museums that you can put your hands around. And it's just a tiny little buzzing feeling in your hand that leaps to your hand from the shaft of the javelin.
Okay, I pick it up and still have the same feeling, right? But it's fine.
Yes. You grow 50 feet and become Thor. No, you do not. But yes, it feels the same exact way.
Nifty.
Yep.
All right, I will mark. I'm going to leave the scale there for later. I will
Okay.
get it on the way out. And I will take the javelin because, hey, I happen to know someone who can throw a javelin and does pretty damn good at it.
Yep.
And I will now go and rejoin the party.
Okay.
And as soon as Foom gets into the frickin' game, as soon as he arrives,
It's true.
I will then give it to him. But for now, I'll keep it myself.
It's true. As soon as we can get Foom here, that'll be lovely because I think he said he
yes,
the interview. So
that would be.
All right,
exactly.
Arv, I'm gonna look over on this giant cylindrical area here.
all right, see you, Rippin. Thanks for stopping by, dude. What's up, Battle Moo?
Here, Rippin. Later, buddy. Thanks
Oh.
for
Thanks for stopping by. Dude.
So let's see where he's. Okay. I'm gonna
Oh,
come up here.
Demiser. Oh, Demiser.
Oh, you're down there. Oh, all right. Screw it.
The
Poke in
shaft
there.
is electrifying. I get that all the time.
And one door is open to the north. Here,
Yes, and it looks like
one door is open and one
someone
door is
has
closed.
forcibly booted it open. The door right to you. Someone has done that. apparently.
And yet Fing's not here. What the hey?
Yeah.
But there's wait. Going in here, there's double doors to over here.
Correct. There's double doors over there, and then there's a door up top, which is
Right.
locked, sealed, and closed.
But there's a boot mark on there. Is there someone tried
Yes,
to
there's
boot
a
it
strong.
before?
Yes, there definitely is. There's like the impression of a foot in the
Check
wall.
out these double doors. Are they
that's me. Is that
locked?
Thank you for the follow, Amanda Hugginkiss. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Arbonauts.
Man, brutal.
Hey, call Mo's Tavern. They're
See you, Rick.
looking for you.
Take care, man.
So what was this? I'm sorry. So say that again.
Check out
John.
those double doors. Are they locked?
So let's see. I don't believe those ones are locked.
That you apparently walked right by. I don't know if you even tried them. So
Yes. They are not locked.
crack one open if
Okay.
I can. I should probably check for traps. I don't know if there's gonna be a
Okay.
castle.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me with make this
Yep.
intelligence.
It's freaking
All
sad.
right. Standard. And my big old int is
May
a big
as well.
big old one.
Oh God.
I submit that this is the roll I get.
Why is it
Oh,
that
sweet.
I revert back to
Not
being
a natural 20, but a 20, Arv.
That okay? So you are very confident there are no traps on this door. In fact, it doesn't
All right.
look like anyone has passed through it recently.
Well, that's kind of, but hey, safety first.
Yes.
Try to crack it open.
Okay, you do so. You are able to see a little farther into it, just like this. And I've described it a little bit already, but so there's rubble piled around. There's these gaping holes in the walls, and there are these stairs leading down to the central part of the room, which is full of shattered tables and chairs. And there's a lot of rubble in the middle. A lot of it, like there's stuff like in the middle, and it's kind of dark. I mean, there is light pouring through the holes in the roof, but it's sort of,
Right.
so you see kind of the rubble has this sort of purplish tint to it.
I've got infra. Domdor, where are you? You're right. Aren't you below
I'm
right
outside, just
here? Yeah, you're right. Like, aren't you here?
looking around.
There?
Looking around. Yep, that's me.
Okay, I go back to the door and say, hey, Dom, come in here for a second.
Okay.
Yeah, what an adventure this is.
Yeah.
Let's separate the party. We can take more damage. Adventure.
Is it a chest? Because I'm not going to open up any chests.
Right.
Dude, we didn't even get the chance to open those chests. You brought the roof down.
That's the whole point. I
Yeah.
don't want to be near any chests right now.
No, it looks like there's some ruined stuff, but I want some backup as I'm going to go in here. So just watch my back, okay?
Oh, so I'll just walk in.
Yeah, come in. Exactly. Well,
Okay.
that's funny too. So we were going to enter the room
As you guys
together.
enter,
Yes.
you note the middle of the room. I mentioned that there was a purple.
He just
tint.
opened the door.
Tint, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it was
yeah,
the-
I
it was
did.
That
But
door. That door. Okay.
Yeah. You're like, wait, what? It just opens. The other door just opens.
Wait, you mean you open a door?
It's just like Divinity, Tommy. It's just like Divinity. So you open. That was a not so inside joke. Anyway, you open. You open the door. There's a purplish tint, and as you look, you see that the purplish tint is actually starting to move.
All right, we
And-
back away. Back
Yes.
away.
Yes.
Back away.
Oh man.
Back away. We're
And then
backing
you
away.
hear.
bring in reinforcements.
Yes, as you do that, you hear this sound. Actually, you don't hear this. You hear the sound of Night Lake following. Thank you, Arvin. Thank you. Welcome to the Arvinauts. And then after that is over, you hear this.
That don't sound good.
Is it a toilet?
Okay, I back away even more. I'm backing
Where the hell?
away even
Where the
more.
hell's Gustavus?
I got this.
Gustavus?
Man. I
Yeah,
got
yeah.
this.
You go, boy.
I'm all over it.
I will back you up. All right. So Samil's
We get it.
charging.
You get it, Arv.
Okay. Do you get it yet? Do you?
I don't. It sounds like a toilet flushing to me. I'm not grasping it here.
Mm-hmm.
It's an enchanted privy. It sounds like dragon steps.
Freaking
Okay.
Godzilla, man.
Yeah, exactly. As you
Purple
look
worm.
above you, you see Godzilla. No, you do not see Godzilla, but you do see, to your horror,
It's
Oh,
like a Godzilla
please.
with a really long pipe making the sound effects like a baby Godzilla.
Fear me.
Oh, cool. That is
stop
a purple
making fun
worm.
of me.
What the frick is that?
Um,
Get him, Smeel. Get him.
Oh, I'm all over it.
Wow,
I got
that's pretty scary.
I have an eye booger.
you see a creature kind of emerging from the rubble. And
Okay,
you
Dom,
can-
get back in here.
And you could definitely see that it was a little bit. You could sort of see that it has this long snake-like body, which is supported by what looks like, you think, a dozen legs, possibly.
Neat.
Each of them ending in these grasping claws. And it sort of looks at you and roars, as you can sort of tell. And
Roars
it's
like
apparent
it's
that you
like
have bothered its daytime slumber, apparently.
It roars like its head is in a toilet.
I want to tame it.
I wanna tame
ride
it.
you?
Look, we only did one of those, and
I wanna ride it.
it went badly.
Yes. And with that,
So bad.
ladies and gentlemen, I give you initiative.
And I'm yelling, Dom, get in
Dude.
here.
Hold on, Arv. Just
Yeah.
all things considered, I mean, we only have half the party, bro. Like, can we kind of skip initiative and just kind of make friends with it? I mean, make it place strong. I mean, are we gonna?
Hey, we've got Istival. Technically we have 4. And if Foom would ever get his ass over here, we'd have 5.
Right.
Our party is half full.
We can take him. We can take him. If Dom gets his dwarven butt in here, we can take him.
Yeah. Hashtag rip.
I do like the idea, though, of Samil saying, guys, we only have 3 of us. Turns out there's nobody there. I mean, one of us.
I mean, look at that thing.
Why have you closed the door? Okay. So
Yeah, could
anyway,
close the door and see the hell.
like really quietly. As you're just like, all right. So okay, so you guys are rolling your initiative.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Do you want me to roll like things and
Yeah.
anyone else's? Or?
Yeah. You might as well roll. You need to have at least
Oh, you-
one person else in there.
True.
Eleven.
Let's get it. Istival.
Paid, son.
Let me know,
I
Chad,
know,
if the
boy.
music is too loud. I can cut it down a little bit.
Rocking it.
It might be too loud. Okay. Right. Let's see. So, Kay, what do you got?
I
Seems
got me a
cuddly.
big old 20.